The other thing I would ask is on the Sugar Grove, which we just talked about, and I think we've been asking you all for your assistance on that to try to help us find. Does anyone can comment on that to try to help us? Maybe Admiral, you might have more input on that.
Well, I'll give you a better written answer, but my Fleet Cyber Command Commander, Admiral Rogers, and I are talking about that. How do we make that adjustment directed by Cyber Command that makes sense so we use the civilian cyber warriors we have properly and make the best of an activity which has been around for quite some time supporting us? I'll give you a better written answer.
If you could do that, and also if I could ask, and I know this is with your schedules, but if there's a time that we could meet there, myself and Senator Rockefeller would love to meet with you all there if you haven't had a chance to visit there. The assets the Navy has there is unbelievable, and we'd like to be able to work with you all.
Yes, sir.
We do that. Maybe we'll schedule that with your staff. And Secretary, I think this might come back to you, and it really to General Amos and to the Admiral also. I know there's in General Amos, the Marine Corps is reducing by 20,000 Marines. And there are civilian furloughs that have been looming and hiring freezes in place for many of the DOD civilian positions. So I think you know my position on contracting. It's not real favorable. Do you know how many contractors we will still have? And are we downsizing our contracting fleet in proportion to our military fleet?
You ask a question that I ask exactly, how many do we have? The best answer that I've got is for the Department of the Navy, we've got a little over 170,000 contractors or contracts out there. And we are moving...
That's just the Navy, right?
Department of the Navy.
I've got you, yes, sir.
We're moving pretty aggressively to go into these things, and we've set up something called contract courts. It's got a more formal name, but that's what we call it. And it makes every contracting officer come in every year and say, here are the contracts I've got, here's why I need them, here's the best price I can get, this sort of thing. And we're going to get more, we're moving toward becoming more aggressive on that, which is instead of saying, here are the contracts I've got, tell the contracting authorities come in at zero and say, here's what I need. Because I think that that there's still some areas that we can make a difference here. It's too opaque right now. It's too hard to get into.
Let me just real quick. My time's running out, but on auditing, you know that myself and Senator Coburn have put in legislation to have the Department of Defense audited. Does that cause a problem with the Secretary with the Navy to meet this auditing that we've been talking about?
Senator, I started my elective career as state auditor of Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
I'm a big fan of auditing.
Okay.
But I'm gonna brag on the Navy and Marine Corps right now. The Marine Corps audit is underway right now, and we're expecting a good opinion soon. The Navy's audit will be ready to go.
So that doesn't create the auditing does not create a hardship for you. The Navy could meet that auditing requirement.
We are meeting it. I don't know about adding a layer on there, but
no, we're not
meeting
going to put no layers on.
under the current things.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.